Miami, it's Armin from Amir Rug Gallery, and today we're joined with Miss Ariadna Ruiz, a local interior design student, here to give us her thoughts on the current interior design market and share a little bit about her story.
Hi, guys.
So tell us a little bit about what got you started on this interior design path.
So, ever since I was young, I used to always play, design games like The Sims. And then after some time, I discovered that I've always had this passion for art and culture and colors, patterns, and things like this. And so, after a long soul searching journey, I found out that this is something that I want to pursue. And so then I started looking into schools and I started my studies in Georgia. And then when I came to Miami a long time ago for the first time, I found out that this city has a lot to offer for me. So that's when I made a decision to move to Miami and study here and really start my career here.
So you've been in Miami for some time now. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how Miami's vibe goes ahead and influences that design culture?
Yes, so Miami is super colorful and vibrant, and the culture, everything about it is very like poppy. There's so much inspiration everywhere, right? What influences me a lot is seeing other people's work, going out to restaurants and seeing how they choose to incorporate natural textures or patterns or, different things like this. That's really what inspires me about the city, as well as the different districts in Miami. So like Art Deco district, then you have the design district where you have all of the design houses and you can see how they change the storefronts every 6 months and you see something new. Or even just being by the beach, it's so serene and meditative that you kind of just tap into your own creative energy, and that in itself brings inspiration.
So it's summer 2025. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the trends that you've been eyeing out?
So a lot of the big trends that have been catching my eye and that I see are making an impact on, the customer and the people that come and experience these design places have been colors. Colors have been coming back. There are a few designers that have been using it very well because, working with colors, it can be a little bit tricky, textures, lots of natural patterns, animal prints, artisanal work too. I see a lot of that, like having a statement piece that's very unique and creative. I feel like those are some of the big trends right now that I'm seeing.
For sure. So I'm sure all the Miami locals are dying to know what are kind of those areas they should be on the lookout for when it comes to design inspiration, local neighborhoods or communities.
Yes. Well, Miami is full of inspiration literally everywhere that you look. But one of my favorite places to go and get inspired is the design district. Partly because my school is right there, but it's amazing just to walk around and see, all of the fashion lines there, the way that they design the interiors of the stores, the storefronts themselves, the clothing itself too. All of that brings me a lot of inspiration, as well as going to different restaurants and seeing other people's work. Like, for example, at the Faena. I love the Faena. It's gorgeous, beautiful.
We've all seen social media take over the industry. How do you see yourself evolving alongside interior design when it comes to social media in the future?
I see myself evolving by picking up on other practices and techniques that designers use within their workspaces and just looking at things all around the world. For example, I recently started to follow Architectural Digest in the Middle East, and I've been seeing everything that they're doing, and it's just incredible what you can see in other parts of the world through the use of social media. I think it's very eye-opening and exciting. It's exciting to see what we can pick up from other places.
You've had a lot of time to work hands-on with some really cool projects. Why don't you tell me about one of your favorites?
Yes, so my favorite right now is the one that I'm actually working on at this moment.
Okay.
It's called Cafe Vert, a cafe in Surfside, Miami. And It's my favorite because I've gotten a lot of hands-on experience working with my mentor, who's an interior designer, Elena, and then also working with the client personally. And then it's been a good practice working with the budget too, coming up with the color palette, sticking to the color palette, and then just visualizing something new for the space. I think this whole process in itself has been one of my favorite experiences that I've experienced so far.
Using some of these insights, what would you say is one simple design tip anyone can make use of to improve their home?
I would say that adding any type of color to the room, for example, in an art piece, or changing out, pillows, throw blankets, or even changing out the rug entirely, right? Because when you add a rug to a space, it adds a lot of character and it kind of brings everything together. So I think rugs play a huge part in design, and if you don't want to, and invest into, you know, remodeling the entire place, just changing out the rug is enough to create a new space and give it a new feeling.
100%. Absolutely. Miami residents and interior designers, you heard it here first. So thank you again for joining us, and thank you for staying tuned. Have a great day.